Hi, welcome to the reading. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a twin flame update, divine masculine versus divine feminine. So we have a pick a card here. We have 3 different piles here already shuffled. So if you feel called to one, you can go ahead and look at that reading, skip ahead, but I will explain each pile first because they are going to be different. So this first pile that I have here is the Romantic Tarot. So if you feel like your attraction to your twin flame is very romantic and very sweet and lots of romance, obviously, then you're gonna want to pick this pile. The next one we have the Erotic Tarot. So if you feel like your connection is more of a physical one, then you might resonate more with that one. And of course, this is 18 plus only for this pile, so definitely do not watch that section if you are under the age of 18. And then the third pile is the Love Romance Oracle. So these are going to be, this is a little different than the traditional tarot cards. So the third one is sort of like a bonus round kind of. So I would recommend like picking between these two and then maybe checking out this one. The messages might not be as specific. So yeah, and if you want to watch all 3, then definitely go for that. So yeah, once you pick your pile, you can go ahead and skip ahead. The piles are already pre-shuffled, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way for now, and we'll start with the first deck. Okay, so this is the Romantic Tarot. And I also wanted to give a disclaimer that when I speak of divine masculine versus feminine, I'm not referring to physical gender. This is a spiritual aspect. So try to think in your head before the reading whether you resonate more on the feminine or masculine compared to your love interest. And remember, this has nothing to do with gender, so you can be same sex, you can be whatever. This is just about like how you feel internally. Okay, and I also need to add a disclaimer that tarot is for entertainment purposes only, and if it doesn't resonate, then this is not for you and you can click away and move on, but hopefully it does. And definitely check back for more because maybe a future video will resonate. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I'm going to start with pile 1. So this is the Romantic Tarot. So let's see what's going on for you guys. And the last thing is that I am going to be reading all of these piles upright. I did want to mention that. Okay. Okay, so we're starting out with the 5 of Swords. All right, so I feel like someone made a mistake here. Someone is feeling very regretful and remorseful. I feel like this is more so the divine masculine here, because we do have a man in this card. Again, this goes beyond physical gender, but this obviously relates more to masculine. It could be either or, it could be both of you, but I am getting right away that the masculine feels like he's just very hung up in regret. He did not really he's realizing that he made a lot of stupid choices basically, and basically he chose fear over doing the right thing, over being brave. He made a lot of cowardly choices, and now he feels like he's sort of stuck with that and living with that. He kind of feels like he dug himself a grave here, and there's really like no coming out of it, no point of return. So he might not even be trying to fix these mistakes he's making. He might just be like sitting there feeling like he dug his own grave, like it's too late, oh well, that type of attitude. Okay, now we have the 10 of coins here. So I see the feminine feeling like very fulfilled here. And I don't think this is with her twin flame or her masculine who's on her mind. I feel like she is finding fulfillment either through another man or masculine energy who is capable of offering more commitment, or she's finding fulfillment through her career, or maybe even like through money too, especially if she's earning a lot of money for herself. She's just like feeling very fulfilled right now, like especially on the material level. Okay, and now we have the 9 of Cups here. So I feel like, as you can see in this card, that these two people are wearing a disguise. So I see like two people who are really wishing for each other, but the thing is they're not going to admit it. They're both like wearing these disguises, especially like you see the woman here, she has her back turned, and the man here is not even facing her directly. He's just like coming up from behind. So these are two people who are like really wishing for each other, but neither of them wants to really admit it or be honest with one another. So I feel like there's two people here, and it's like they're either both playing games or they're both just being very dishonest right now. And I feel like they do really want to be together, but no one is really admitting it. Okay, now we have the 4 of Cups. So I do feel like there's some type of missed opportunity here. Someone's being really shy too. So now this one's a little different because we see the woman is wearing the mask and the man is like leaning over and he's trying to reach out to her. So I feel like right now the feminine is the one who's being like more hesitant right now. And it's very likely that the masculine has either tried to reach out or maybe he plans on reaching out. And I feel like the feminine here is really just gonna like keep to herself. She's just being very like shy and cautious right now. Okay, now we have the Queen of Wands. All right, so there's a lot of passionate energy here. I feel like the feminine is debating whether she wants to take action or not. I feel like she's definitely like trying to think it over. She's trying to avoid being like too impulsive right now, but she's definitely like on the edge, like she's on that verge of taking action. But I feel like at the same time, she's like really debating it and she's trying to like figure out like, is this the right thing to do? Like, I just don't want to be overly impulsive about this. So she's debating if she wants to reach out or if she wants to accept this offer or if she wants to open up more. Okay, now we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is moving forward and things are looking very good right now. So maybe not at this very moment that you're watching it, but I feel like in the near future. So I feel like something is going to change. So I feel like a stroke of luck is going to come in, like seemingly out of nowhere. So the feminine here is like really debating, like, should I let go of control or not? I feel like once she does let go of control, that things are going to be very good. This masculine here, he just really like wants to take care of her and treat her right. And I feel like with this card, like blessings are on their way. Like there's no way around it. It's just a really fortunate card. Like, only good things can happen when I pull this card. And I feel like this is definitely in the future, like in the next couple weeks maybe, like something really amazing will happen within this connection, but it's going to be like very random, and the feminine really has to learn how to let go of control here. Okay, so now we have, I believe this is the Ace of Cups. So, or sorry, I think this is the Page of Cups, actually. Yeah. So we have the Page of Cups here. So someone is going to reach out. I feel like it is going to end up being the masculine here, but I mean, it could go either way with the Wheel of Fortune. You never really know what's going to happen. But someone here is ready to confess their love, especially if they've been holding back for a while and like kind of like wearing a disguise. Someone like really just wants to open up. And again, I feel like this is probably going to be the masculine who wants to reach out, but it could go either or. But whoever does this, I feel like they're still being like kind of immature about this connection, and they're still not really sure exactly what to say, but I feel like they're just gonna go for it because they're having like just really strong emotions right now, and they really can't ignore that. Now we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so there is a lot of contemplation here, I want to say. So, I'm almost getting like the masculine here, like it looks like he has two different options here. Because of this card, we see this man with like two different women. Now it could be either or. It could be the feminine who has two different options, but a lot of you, this is the masculine, and there's two different people here, and he's almost like not sure like who to choose and who to decide on. And this could even be like where this Wheel of Fortune energy comes in, because it's almost like an abundance of lovers here, an abundance of options. So again, it could go either way. I feel like whoever is watching this, it'll probably be you, whether you are the masculine or feminine, that you're gonna sort of have like all these options come in, and it's almost gonna be like multiple people like coming to you and confessing to you. So not just your twin flame, and you might even become confused as to who your twin flame is, because it's like you have multiple options here. You have at least two people to choose from. But it could also be vice versa. It could be your person is the one that has multiple options. Okay, so now we have the World. So interesting. And it's interesting that there is like a child in this card. So some of you could definitely like end up getting pregnant or having like a baby, and maybe that's what like this Wheel of Fortune is here. And maybe that's what this like abundance of people is here, because you have like another person in your family maybe. Obviously that's not going to resonate with everyone, but I can definitely see that a possibility. Some of you have like a child coming through. Otherwise, I just feel like an abundance. If you don't have a child, like, or if you don't plan on getting pregnant, I feel like this is going to be something that's like on your mind, because like you're getting an abundance here, and there's like extra people here. I almost want to say like you might even find out that your twin flame like has a child that you didn't even know about. But if that's the case, like I don't think this is like a scandalous thing. I feel like I'm getting like really positive energy here. So this is definitely like throwing me off, and I feel like something's really going to catch you off guard here, and I feel like it involves a child. And now I'm not saying like everyone here is going to get pregnant, but like, or maybe you're going to like think about it, or you're just going to like imagine yourself like having a future with this person. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's either like a child involved, there could be like maybe family getting involved or something. But I feel like this is a good thing though. Very interesting. Okay, now we have another major arcana here, and this is the Chariot. So you could possibly be dealing with a Cancer or be one yourself, have that in someone's chart here. But otherwise, you're moving forward. So you're taking like a step forward in life. It's really, I feel like a lot of you are like, again, not saying like everyone is like getting pregnant here, but a lot of you are at least like imagining it, or maybe you're like, maybe you're gonna adopt a pet with your twin flame. I don't know, but I feel like things are gonna move forward. Like you're gonna take a really big step forward with one another. So whatever that means to you. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I just feel like the feelings here have been hidden for so long, and there's been like a lot of contemplation and deep thinking going on, but something like really unexpected is gonna happen. And I feel like a really sweet message is gonna come through for many of you. And you might not even hear it directly from this person. You might hear it from a friend, a family member, or even like a child of theirs, or that is connected to this person. I don't know. But I feel like things are going to move forward between the two of you. So it's a really sweet reading, and it was like really unexpected too. So I feel like a pleasant surprise is definitely in store for you. And looking at the last card at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this definitely shows that someone here is very guarded. You could be very worried about the appearance of this relationship. You might be worried that like other people will not approve of you and this person, or vice versa. So the warning sign is you could be kind of stuck on appearance, but I feel like ultimately like this person, especially like if you are the feminine, like the masculine here really wants to take care of the feminine and really like honor her and just like admire her too. So yeah, that's all I got for that. So thank you for watching, and now I'm gonna move on to the next pile. So if you want to watch this one too, you are welcome. Okay, so now we are officially on pile number 2. Okay, so again, this is the Erotic Tarot. So this is 18 plus only. If you are not of age, then please just click away or fast forward. Okay, so let's get started. And again, another disclaimer, there are definitely some sexual themes in this deck. And this can definitely still apply to you even if you are not physically intimate with your partner. You don't have to take it literally. Definitely take it more on a metaphorical level. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we are starting off with the 10 of Wands. Okay, so right away there's a lot of energy and work being put into this partnership. It feels like the two of you really put work into one another, and you've really had to work for this person, and I feel like this connection has never been easy, especially if it's been going on for a while. It's just always taken a lot. It's been mentally exhausting, physically exhausting, but it's been worth it. Okay, now we have the Empress. So very beautiful. We have a very beautiful woman here. So the feminine is definitely like giving off very beautiful, like radiant vibes right now, coming off as like very, very physically attractive. She's coming off as someone who is like very comfortable with her sexuality too. It's like she doesn't try to like force it too much, but she also doesn't try to hide it. So whoever the feminine is, whether it's you or your twin flame, they are very just content with who they are and where they are in life. I feel like she is working on self-love and self-growth at this time, and she's really happy and very comfortable where she is. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands. So we have like more of the feeling of like putting work into this, putting energy into this. And I do feel like it's more so like the masculine who really has to work for this partnership. I feel like the feminine really has like with this Empress here, that she's at a place where she's just like comfortable where she is, and I feel like she's sort of done with putting in all the work. I feel like in the past the feminine has really like worked her ass off just to save this relationship and just to make it work. And I feel like she's trying to like back off now because she's just like comfortable where she is. And now it's more so like the masculine who is really gonna have to work for her at this point. And I think things are going to shift very soon. They're gonna move forward very quickly if they haven't already. The 3 of Chalices. So there's definitely a sense of like waiting for one another. There's a strong sense of waiting here. It's like kind of reminds me of something I already repeated in the first reading, is that like you both can't like fully face each other, because in this card they are with one another, but like her back is turned, and like he's not even really trying to look her in the eyes. They have both their eyes shut, and he's just like looking down into her neck, and it's like they are embracing each other completely, but it's like they can't fully face one another. And I mean, she's literally like completely out there, and like it looks like so is he. Like it's not like they're trying to hide something, but you can see that they're not like fully like looking each other in the eyes, like face to face. So this is two people who like really feel one another's energy, but like I feel like there's something that like needs to be said still, or there's something that needs to be done. Okay, now we have 3 of Pentacles. So similar, we have another 3 card here too. So I feel like these cards are like super similar too, and they look like exactly the same, except now they are actually faced towards one another. So I feel like this almost tells me that like someone's coming around, like if there's been a sense of like not fully facing one another, I feel like both the masculine and the feminine are coming around to each other at some point. They're like slowly getting there. There is the sense of like something being in the way though, but I don't feel like it's like another person though, because I haven't seen like another person pop up yet, at least. Um, yeah, so next card we have Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so there is a sense of like, I feel like commitment could definitely be on the horizon, especially if this is like something that's been more of like a physical relationship in the past, like something that you've both had to work for, especially like the feminine too. But I feel like there's a sense of like wanting to make plans for the future though. So I feel like a sense of commitment is on the rise. Okay, beautiful. Knight of Chalices. So we do have the feminine here is like all up in her emotions too. So you can see how she's like in the pool or in this water, which represents her emotions. So she's feeling, I feel like, much more emotional than she has in the past, especially if this is something that felt like it was like mainly just physical, and it was sort of like it felt like maybe the feminine was trying really hard and then she just sort of had to let go, and maybe trying to force this connection into something that it's not, and sort of letting the masculine do more of the work now, and slowly coming around, slowly facing one another, making plans and commitment for the future. And now she's very like up in her emotions, and he's coming through like this knight in shining armor, and he wants to communicate with her. He wants to reach out and talk to her. And this could definitely be a situation where you're not even in contact. You might not even be speaking to one another, and just like really fantasizing about one another, and that like that's really all. And if that is the case, I do see him like coming through, whoever the masculine is, like coming through with a very beautiful message here. And I feel like the feminine is finally ready to receive this, because she's like all up in her emotions now. Oh no, okay, now we have the Ten of Swords. So it feels like, I knew I spoke too soon, because now we do have another person in the picture. So this could be something that's just in her head because the feminine is overthinking, or this could be something that like is in reality. Like there definitely could be like another feminine involved in the picture. Someone's getting cut out though, but I don't like this took like such a random turn. I don't think this is like you or your twin flame. I feel like this is someone else. Um, I feel like this is sort of saying that like if someone really wants to commit, like if the masculine really wants to commit, and if he really wants to come through with this message, there is another feminine who he's gonna have to like cut off and cut behind. And it could go vice versa too with the gender roles and everything. But like if there is like a third person that's been involved, or sort of like there on the side. Someone's gonna have to tell them that like it's over if you actually want commitment with this other person. So someone here needs to just like get out of the picture if you want this relationship to progress and move forward. Okay, now we have the moon. Interesting. I feel like, yeah, secrets are gonna come out. So this could have definitely been like a secret love affair too. Like, definitely could have been like a love triangle type of situation, or something where like there's just like a lot of illusions, there was truth being hidden, but I feel like the truth is going to come out. And again, this is also a Cancer card. You could be dealing with a Cancer or have one in your chart. And which is interesting because the previous reading I pulled the Chariot, which also represents Cancer, so I am getting strong Cancer vibes. But it's interesting because I feel like if there was a third person involved in this picture and they sort of get cut off and left behind, I feel like it's not that bad. I feel like they're gonna find someone else anyway, because you see in this picture there are two different couples. So if this was like a love triangle situation where someone was holding on to like two different people, then whoever gets cut off, like they're gonna be very sad at first, but I feel like they're gonna get over it and find someone else anyway. So I don't really see much tragedy here. I feel like if someone needs to move on, then that's fine. They're gonna find someone else anyway. And then finally, oh my God, we have the Chariot. So what did I just say? I pulled this card for the last reading, and I pulled the Moon card, which is also Cancer. The Chariot is Cancer. So we just have really strong Cancer vibes here. So definitely like Sun, Moon, or Rising, or definitely like your Venus or theirs. Very strong Cancer energy here. I'm trying to think, like, I think we just, yeah, I'm trying to think if we have like a full moon in Cancer or something. I think we just had one, so whatever. There's something very significant about that zodiac sign here. But anyway, this is really weird because the last reading ended on this exact card too. So anyway, I feel like this is all about like moving forward, taking a step forward in your relationship. So in conclusion, I feel like very strong chemistry here from the beginning. So whether you are actually like physically with one another or just like really strongly fantasizing about one another, it could be either or. And this is a connection that's taken a lot of work for you two to really get close to each other, but I feel like the feminine is finally in this place where she is comfortable with both her sexuality and her emotions as well. So she's just really comfortable with right now with who she is, and she has more confidence, and the masculine is finally, it plays off one another. So in a twin flame connection, when the feminine becomes more confident, then the masculine naturally becomes more confident. It's a two-way street. And I do feel like there's a sense of like there's someone, there was someone else at some point, or there could be someone else who is still trying to get through and come through. Someone needs to tell this person that it's over, it's completely over with them, to just sort of give up on them, give up hope, and just let this person go, and they will find someone else. I feel like either the masculine or the feminine, I'm getting more of the masculine, but either one was sort of like stringing someone else along. I don't know, as like a backup plan, or like someone from their past who they just can't let go of, and that's what's been getting in the way of the two of you having true commitment with one another. But I feel like this person is going to get cut off, whoever this third person is. Someone's going to shut them down, they're going to cry about it, but then they're going to get over it, find someone else, and you two can finally move forward within your connection with one another. And the last card I have at the bottom of the deck is 9 of Chalices. Okay, so 9 of Chalices, I feel like this card did come out for the other reading too. And this is all about like pleasure too. So you see like this card, they have like the donuts, the ice cream, and obviously like the physical pleasure too. So there's a lot of like good feelings within this relationship, high chemistry, very pleasurable, but we do sort of get a sense of someone holding back here still. So I don't know, there could be some type of sense of guilt maybe, or something like that. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So thank you for watching. I hope that resonates, and yeah, that's all. Now I'm gonna move on to the last reading, which is basically like a bonus reading, so I would stick around for that. We have the Love Romance Oracle, and this is appropriate for all ages, although I feel like you probably shouldn't be watching tarot in general if you're under 18, but we are past the inappropriate part. So yeah, let's get on to it. So we have stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, and I feel like this was a very positive reading. Both the romantic and the erotic, both the first and the second piles were very positive. So I mean, nothing's perfect. There's always going to be some type of disappointment or whatever, but it's very positive. Good vibes. You deserve love. Okay, there could be confidence issues in the past that were getting in the way, or self-esteem issues, problems with self-love, but there's definitely something you need to work on and accept love within yourself. True love, okay? So whoever this is on your mind, they are either a twin flame or a very deep soulmate, or someone you definitely love. I feel like the love is definitely mutual here. It's a very beautiful connection. Flirt. So I do see like a lot of flirting happening between the two of you, and just sort of like flirting, giggling with one another, and just being like sort of like being a child again with this person. Calling in your soulmate. Okay, so make sure you do that inner work to call in your soulmate and bring them towards you, and make sure you're saying your prayers at night, you're doing your meditation, you are keeping that vibration high so you don't end up accidentally pushing them away. Express your love. Okay, so there's a need to really tell this person how you feel. This could also be a sign that this person is going to reach out to you, tell you how they feel. Oh, and speaking of tell them how you feel, heart-to-heart conversations. So I do feel like some type of confession is definitely coming forth very soon. Okay, so that's all I have. So thank you so much for watching, and I send you all my love, and I send many blessings.